Okay, I just want to prove how bad armor is. So I decided to make a build that would just try to build into armor, but the only way to have a huge life pool with that is to go armor and energy shield. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my armor energy shield tankiness, and then I'm going to show you just pure armor and show you how terrifyingly bad it is. Okay, so just to show you the gear, I have some insane gear. Over 1,000 armor with 400 energy shield here. This is armor energy shield helmet, armor energy shield gloves, armor energy shield boots, a little bit of armor with some strength and stuff on here. I got a shield with armor and energy shield, a really nice one-handed mace. On swap, I am using a quarterstaff just so I can stun guys, and I'll show you. This is not, you know, like an incredibly amazing build, but on the passive tree, I've just grabbed all the energy shield stuff I can get, like up here, over here. There's some energy shield stuff right in here as well. That's armor and energy shield. There's more armor energy shield here, and then more armor energy shield over here. And then you're like, well, where's the damage? It's like, yeah, our damage is kind of crap. I grabbed some melee damage here, and then I have a really high rolled quarterstaff and weapon, so that's kind of where I'm able to like walk through and fight things still a little bit. That's not the point of me showing this. If you saw my other video where I talk about how flat amounts of armor could add life, and that could be a solution, I just want to demonstrate. All right, so here in this clip you're about to see, all right, I'm fighting, I'm in maps, you know, those guys are stunned. I can do that. I have effectively, when my shield is out, I have 12,000 effective life with the energy shield. So you can see 1,900 life, 8,300 energy shield, right? So with the quarterstaff, I still have a decent amount too. And look, you can see I'm mitigating lots of damage, right? My energy shield is still pretty up there. You know, here's a rare, you know, I still have half my energy shield. And look, see how tanky I was there? It was like, not too bad, right? So now, if I go back to town and I switch to an all armor build, my guy is absolutely screwed. All right, so with the quarterstaff out, 69% armor, 71% with this shield out. That's armor. All right, res is pretty much capped. Okay, 76 for everything, 64 chaos plus this chaos charm. All right, so let's go and grab my best armor that I showed in my other video, right? 1,077 armor on this, 2,500 on that.
Flame of the forge.
I've got 400 on that and 500 on this. All right. So with all that, my armor is 86% now. Okay. I have massive damage mitigation, but look at my life pool now. Without the shield, it's actually, there's no energy shield. I have 1,800 life. Right. Now I know you're supposed to get life on all your gear in order to be an armor build, right? You need life rolls too, but this is what my point is like rolls this high on armor should be good, you know? So now, I mean, you can already tell my effective life went from 12,000 to 1,800. Okay. And it's absolutely devastating. Okay. So like, and look how slow. I mean, there's no movement speed on these boots, so just bear with me here. But okay, look, let's try to attack. Look at my life. It's like, oh my gosh, that almost killed me, dude. That attack almost killed me. Okay, I have to use a potion. Like, look at that. Ugh. Okay, so did you see, I lost half my life in one encounter with a regular mob, and that's with 85% armor. Like, here, let's let this guy hit me. Yeah, look, he can't actually hurt me, which is cool, I guess. So you can see how the mitigation is working. But once you get mobbed by a bunch of stuff, which is how this game is, it's just not practical. And you're going to get one shot by anything that's not physical damage, you know? you need an effective life pool that's huge. So if I go and put all this stuff on, you know, now we're looking at 12,000 effective life as opposed to 1,800, and the armor rating is only like 14% lower. So, like, how does that make any freaking sense, right? It doesn't. So that's why in my last video I said, what if flat armor just gave you life? Like, you just need to bring up the life pool a lot on these armor life builds or these evasion life builds. The other things I mentioned was like nodes, I guess, in the passive tree that would be like convert a portion of your armor to life, you know? And that could be another way you do it is that, but then if it's on the tree somewhere, you're just gonna have to run over there and get that tree get that node, as opposed to just having a really nicely rolled piece of armor, and no matter where you are on the tree, you get that effective life pool, which would be cool. You know, that would be kind of cool to me. If, oh, dude, look at this armor I got. It's got 2,500 armor. That's like 2,500 flat life. That's sick. You know, why can't it be something like that? That still wouldn't give me 12,000 effective life if I put that stuff on. It's still not even as much, but it would be something that really helps. Do you see my point? If it's a passive tree thing, well, then I'm going to have to take that node if I want to make that armor effective. And I know GGG has stated multiple times that they want the gear to matter. You know, they really want the gear to affect you. They want it to be meaningful. They want drops to feel really good. Okay, so that would be a huge boon to armor builds if it worked the way I was talking about. If you haven't seen that video where I talk about it a lot more and I go through suggestions, I kind of debate with myself about what would work and what wouldn't. It's in a playlist. I got a playlist on the channel saying let's fix PoE 2, and I just talk about things that I'm wish they would improve on to help build diversity and gear choices. All right, thanks, dudes. That's it. Bye.